What's going on, guys? Coming at you with a brand new video. No fucking way I just did that. What's going on, guys? Coming at you with a brand new video. Halo Wars 2 new game mode came out called Blitz. It's a fast-paced gameplay. Comes out with cards. You got a nice army. Send in your duties. Get your challenges in, boys, because you're gonna have to rack up on them packs. Get your legendaries. Get your uncommons. To be honest, you ain't gonna get shit. You just gonna get common. Anyways, start with my boy Captain Cutter's basic army. It's not much, but hey, it'll do. He's more of a ground force unit. Got your ODST, sending in troops. It's good for defense if you want to send them in. Got your Kodiak. Also got your Trooper Hornet, which is actually really nice. When it blows up, it shoots like a big smoke and brings a lot of Hellfighters. Also, you got a Vulture here, which is actually pretty nice. Good for air defenses and tanks. Now, this is my spectacular team. Got Stealth Kodiak. Y'all not ready for my boy Jerome. Jerome ain't scared, y'all bitches. Jerome ain't scared. Look at him. He ain't not giving a fuck. He ain't give a fuck. Come on, Jerome. Just Jerome ain't scared. Jerome ain't scared. Jerome ain't fucking scared. Next we have the veteran Cyclops. It's an upgrade version from the Cyclops, so there's not really much to say here. Trooper Warhogs are actually the same thing as the Trooper Hornet. Same thing, people fly out. Archer Missiles is his special ability, Captain Cutter. Next is Isabel. She's an AI just like Cortana, but she got a pretty dope army. Here's her starter pack, the same as Cutter's with a different unique set of cards. First, I want to introduce you to Mac Blast. It's her first ability. It's actually pretty dope. Sends a nuke. Halo Decoys sends about 6 people to a unit, so it's really good for flanking, even if you have a tank behind you. Next is the veteran Jackrabbit. It's really good with resources, very fast. Lockdown Scorpion is one of my favorites. It drops down the enemies and intimidates them so you can see them wet their pants. Ghost Machine is actually pretty cool. You can hack a lot of tanks with it, even air units, anything. Trooper Warthog, when it explodes, a lot of people will spawn in, Hellfighters. Veteran Cyclops, some pussy shit. Armored Warthog is actually a pretty different one. It can soak up so many bullets, so when people rush in, it's best to have about 3 of them. Next, I want to introduce you is the Condor Strike, which is the powerhouse for the humans. Very good abilities. I also want to mention the Shrapnel Mines, self-explanatory, obviously. Next, I want to show you Professor Anders. She uses the Forerunner technology, meaning she's a real powerhouse. Honestly, she's probably one of the strongest in my opinion out of the humans. Her Protector Sentinel is real good on support and tanks. Restoration drones does extremely good healing. So if you have my boy Douglas here, you can sure as hell heal him up and protect his ass with some nice ass Ark Defenses. They're real good. 12 units come in and literally destroy everybody. The Armored Marines is actually a real good help with Dark Lizard, so you can send them out, capture points here and there, CBA. Same with Veteran Cyclops. She's a real powerhouse, fellas. This is a standard deck and even looks like it has an edge over everybody with the Ark Defense, the Vulture, the aggressive Sentinel, the Restoration. It all fits perfect. Next is Decimus. He's a really strong opponent. He got really nice troops as well for the Covenant. His Vortex is a special ability. It sucks people in a radius. His Blister Back is the same thing as a Kodiak. Put that behind. But it also flies. The Locust, it's really good if you have at least 3 people of them in the back. Hunters hitting nothing but ground units. Really vulnerable to troops. The Wraith is also good. This is my favorite deck. Got real powerhouse in here. Got Elite Assault, same thing as Marines. Grunt Mob is really good for resources. Doesn't have fatigue. Engineers are really good support. Also has a protective shield when you press Y. The Mortar Chief boosts up enemy troops nearby, so they do more damage. The Ironclad Wrath is worth the weight and the energy. Does a lot of damage to all. Boundless Fury does more damage. It's another special ability for him. The Prowling Reaver goes invisible, so it can take out a lot of artillery from the sky. Scarab Assault is really good, taking basically any points you want, overpowering the opponents. The Warlord is also good, but very vulnerable towards artillery, so make sure you have at least 3 Prowling Reavers before someone catches them. Next up is my boy Atriox. He's a real powerhouse, has high defenses. He's somebody you don't play with. Put him at C and he will do his job. Atriox Bulwark is one of his first special abilities you can use. Has real good healing. The other one is a Scorch Mines, self-explanatory, but it moves and attack without revealing itself for 90 seconds. So that's actually pretty good. The Marauder has really good health and it's a real bullet sponge, so I recommend you guys to use that. The Ironclad Hunters is actually recommended to use if you open up your battle packs or even grind it out for them. I recommend you guys to do your daily challenges. You can get a lot of good things from it. Next is your Blood-Fueled Locust. It's really good if you have at least 3 or 4 of them from behind. Next is your Scarab Assault. It's a real powerhouse. It can literally take up any position you want. It's only there for a good amount of time though, so don't be surprised when it blows up. Eradication only focuses on 1 point, does high damage. Next is your Spike Turret, which is actually a pretty nice one. It's good for guarding. It's only there for a couple of short time though, so make sure you use it useful. Next is your Shockwave. Creates a wall of lightning that stuns enemies and slows them down. So it's actually really helpful when a big army invades, they get slowed down. Then during Blisterback is when it explodes, enemies spawn out the vehicle, which is really good if you have it flying, and all sorts of stuff like that. Last we got Shipmaster, which is more of a ground unit. This is his basic deck. He's really good for 2v2 if you have a support. First is the Prowling Marauder. It goes invisible. It's a real powerhouse. The Glassing Beam, you can have it controlled. You can make that thing go 360 if you want. Does real damage. Teleport if your friends need you. If you need more enemies to be spawned in all at once, you can teleport them in. Next is we got the Honor Guard. He's really good, but terrible at air units. He's even weaker than the Spartans. But that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, everything like that.
Welcome, Commander.
Look at Yellow Squad. Who's Yellow Squad? My squad. Who's the Pussy Squad? Red and orange. Bunch of bitches. Time to represent, boys. Time to represent. Oh yeah. Time to represent, boys. Represent!